The hottest L2 in crypto is poised for a breakout, and you don't want to be on the sidelines when this coin starts moving. And the coin we're talking about is OP, also known as Optimism, and the breakout we're talking about was found by AM Crypto and dates all the way back to March of this year. So we're looking at a 7-month downtrend that is now poised to break to the upside. A big shout out to AM Crypto for finding this trade. And if you don't know AM Crypto, this guy puts out great calls, and I want to backtest his trade. So we're looking at this post right here. Over a week ago, will apt pump like Swee next. And if you look at his post, he said, after the pump, we're going to dip down and then move to this $10.80, $10.60 range, and then we're going to fall back down below $10. Well, looking at Aptos, we had a dip, we pumped up to $10.60, and then we fell below $10. So his tweet and his calls have been on point, and his latest call, OP, is poised for a breakout. Now, before we get into the charts and I'll show you all the bullish, explosive action that OP is about to have, why is he saying OP is the hottest L2? Is he just making stuff up? No, it is literally the hottest L2. Everybody's been using the OP stack. If you don't know what OP stack is, it is the code powering Optimism's next gen architecture. It is basically a bunch of lines of code, and if you're launching a crypto product, you can use their stack of code, and then you can interoperate with other OP stack coins. So it's basically making a nice little party of coins that can all talk to each other. Now, OP stack adoption has been going nuts lately, folks. Big enterprises has been adopting OP stack. Sony, the people that make your PlayStation, they're launching a blockchain, they're using the OP stack. Coinbase, which up to now has been the hottest layer 2, they also use the OP stack, and even Binance with their latest upgrade is using the OP stack. But also indie projects and smaller L2 projects are also using Optimism. In fact, the latest one is Unichain, and Unichain is launched by Uniswap. They have almost more money than any protocol in crypto. They always crush it when it comes to revenue and fees. So they have all the money in the world, and they still chose OP. And it doesn't end there, folks. One more, WorldCoin also uses OP. And if you don't know WorldCoin, well, you probably heard the guy's other project, which is OpenAI. Now, this is launched by Sam Altman. They call this guy a genius, a masterclass strategist, and when he launched a coin, he also used OP. So by no means is this guy an idiot. Everybody loves OP. But what do the charts tell us? Well, the first thing we're going to look at in the charts is the money flow. And the money flow, we're looking at the daily and the 3-day here. Now, on the 3-day chart on the money flow, you can see rounding up into the green. We want green for the money flow so we can get a nice little pump. And on the 3-day, it looks like we're finally moving up into the green territory. And that reminds me a whole lot of this area right here. And if we go straight up from where the money flow is in the red, heading into the green, that puts us at about this area right here. But if we go to the daily, we kind of see the same thing. In the daily, we're out of the red finally, and then now moving into the green slightly, signaling that the 3-day could continue to move to the green. What does that look like in the past? Well, in the past, this was the last time we were in the red for a while, and then we peaked into the green for a short period. And we go straight up, that is the same area. So I'm feeling very, very bullish. So folks, just looking at the money flow, I really feel like this area right here is similar to the area we're at right now. And then OP continued to have a very, very good pump, and they're pumping 200%. So you're still able to triple your money. But there's 2 more things that I find bullish, and the third one was shockingly accurate. But the second one was we actually are creating higher lows, but with a catch. So if you're just looking at, at first glance, well, that's not a higher low, DZ. What are you talking about? That is clearly a lower low. But wait, there's an asterisk, folks. If we zoom in and look at the candle body closes, this blue line is actually where the candle bodies close. You can see they wick down below, but on the daily chart, we never closed a daily candle below this range. This is around $1.23. So if we look right here, well, folks, what do you know? We actually closed the candle bodies below this range. So while we wicked below over here, we actually created higher candle closes. So now when you look, you can't help but notice, well, what do you know? We are actually creating higher lows as we go along. So higher lows, very, very bullish. So that spells, potential upside where we could repeat the move that we saw right here. So while it might not appear bullish at first glance, consistently creating higher daily closes is by definition bullish. So you should be bullish on OP. Now, the last thing I said is the most captivating, folks, because it's shockingly accurate. Well, folks, I hope you're sitting down and I hope you're hitting that like button because we're going to use the Fibonacci extension tool. And I don't know if I've ever seen it this accurate for predicting where the price is going to slow down. If you don't know what Fibonacci is a tool that helps traders identify potential price targets, support, and resistance levels. And what is it used for, folks? To identify price targets and manage risk and reward ratios and identify support and resistance levels. So we're kind of just looking at the next bus stops for OP. Where's it going to go? Where's it going to head from here? Well, let's go ahead and draw that out, folks. Hope you're sitting down. Like I said, holy smoke. I don't know if I've ever seen a Fibonacci hit the points as accurately as this. And I'm not even kidding. This might literally be the best Fibonacci chart I've ever seen in my life. And so you see consistently hitting the lines like it was paid to do it. And then you can see right here, we bucked up against resistance. So first warning, we probably are going to have some resistance around this $1.97 range. That's going to have a psychological level of $2 right near it as well. But then we started looking at what the next levels for OP could be. Well, folks, you can see where it slows down and, where it kind of blasts off to the next level. But let's go past this area. What is the next level past the $5 range, which is pretty much where it peaked at? And for that, we got to shrink the y-axis, and it starts to get pretty exciting, folks. It looks like OP has a pretty good shot at hitting $7.23. And after the $7.23 level, it looks like it has a pretty good path to $11. So these are the levels for OP. The Fibonacci tool is really giving us a great blueprint on where we're going to slow down, where we should maybe take some profit and wait for things to cool down. But I will say OP can blast off a lot sooner than you expect. The narrative that everyone uses OP stack really hasn't spread yet, so you're getting the alpha here, folks. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto, and I'll see your OP super chain stack at the top.